Hey, Dr. Simmons here. Welcome to week 2 of Public Safety Administration course on cultural diversity. I want to thank you first of all for the great job you've done with those discussions. It's been very robust, a lot of interaction, a lot of good things happening. A little disappointed, and let me just be honest, I'm a little disappointed in some of them because they seem to have some cultural bias. And so I didn't publicly say anything to anybody about that, but some of you privately wrote to me and made a few comments about some of the discussions were somewhat not culturally sensitive. So one of the things you want to develop here is a good culturally sensitive nature about yourself, especially because you're in the public safety administration and there's a special category that you fit into whereby people feel like you're their champion. Whether you're a police officer, EMT, medical, military, fire department, whatever, you're held to a higher standard, and people are going to be looking at that higher standard. And so you need to develop a good sensitivity. Most of you are doing a really good job on that. First of all, let me thank you for the good discussions you've done, good, robust discussions. Now, remember on the discussions, the initial response needs to be at least 250 words, and then you need to respond to 2 or 3 other people, and these need to be done over a period of 3 different days. So you need to have your initial response one day, and another response another day, and another response to another student another day. So at least 3. Some of you have done a lot more than that, and I appreciate that good robustness. Secondly, you're needing to do a 400-word article review where you're looking at a current issue, and that current issue needs to fit within the realm of what we're studying in our textbook. So be sure to make sure that you really work hard to make sure that what you're studying, the issue you're dealing with, is current. Normally by current I mean within the last 4 or 5 years, even later if you can. Some of you going back to 2002, 2001 for issues, that's 10 years old. Those aren't current anymore. So try to find something that's current, and make sure it revolves around an issue that we're dealing with in the textbook. Now, any references that you're using, you need to cite those. And you need to have at least one reference from the textbook. So I was pretty lenient this first time, just because you got in there. Here's a number of things I'm going to be looking for. First of all, there needs to be properly documented citations for the resources that you use. There needs to be at least one reference to the text couched in the area that we're covering that particular week. Thirdly, everything needs to be grammatically sound and correct. And fourth, you need to follow the policies or the procedures of APA as far as style is concerned. So I'm going to be grading those a little more critically this next time. The discussions this last time were more on a personal level. This next one is going to be about a police officer who makes an obscene gesture to some people. Well, you'll see it. And so I'll be looking forward to see what you say about that, how to deal with it. Again, you want to make sure that things have some good academic soundness to them. If at all possible, I'd like for you to include a reference from the text in that. In fact, if you don't have a reference from the text, it's probably going to cost you a little bit of points. Remember that your research paper is going to be coming up. The assignment I gave was for you to research your own ethnic origin, and a lot of people will really get into that. Although I have given an option to you to where you can couch it within some framework of public safety administration. Some people aren't able to get in touch with their roots, and that's no problem. But in your case, you should write on that. If you go to the discussion boards under the class cafe, class lounge, you'll see some things I made in reference to that. So take that into consideration. I've enjoyed having you in class. So good, robust discussions. Thank you for that. Your reports have been really good. The quizzes, some of you made some comments that they don't seem to be quite in order. Just let me know when that happens, because basically we've got a brand new text, new edition of the text. We're revamping the course, so I'm still trying to get my way in here. And at the last week, I'll just ask to give you some feedback of what you like the least, what you like the most, what you would not want to leave out, what you feel could be replaced, and what you replace it with. Again, I want to make sure that everything we do in this course really helps you, gives you a good, solid academic foundation for understanding cultural sensitivity, cultural and social issues, but I also wanted to help you be able to be useful in your job. Almost everyone who takes these courses and is getting a bachelor's degree has in the back of their mind, or maybe in the front of their mind, that they want to be promoting and moving up the chain of command. And so I want to make sure that in this process we give you the skills that you need to be able to do that. Wow, this is a good class. I've enjoyed having you, and I'm looking forward to the next 4 weeks. So if you have any questions, just if it's a general question, be sure to just put it in the class cafe. That's the same thing as everybody. When you raise your hand, everybody can hear it and now respond. And make sure you read all of those, because those will be important, because those will all apply to you. If there's a private question, just send me an email. I try to check my emails at least twice a day. I check the course normally at least twice a day. So I'll be on top of this. 5 weeks goes pretty quickly, and I'm trying to be sensitive to that. Again, keep up the good work, and I appreciate all the things that you've done.